My name is Kristen Allen. I'm an Americor member based out of Cedar Rapids, but I work in Iowa City.
My name is Laura Kassir. I'm an Americor volunteer. Americor is an organization in the U.S. We compare it to the Peace Corps sometimes because a lot of people know what the Peace Corps is and not many people have heard of Americor, but it's a great program to be a part of. It's basically a way to serve the community, serve community needs and organizations.
My name is Bethany Bender. I'm an Americor VISTA volunteer. VISTA stands for Volunteers in Service to America. It's an Americor program that focuses specifically on fighting poverty. So we commit to a full year of service, working at least 40 hours a week with a nonprofit that directly works with folks in poverty. And we work in a capacity building position rather than direct service. And we also live on a stipend that keeps us right around the poverty level. The idea behind that being that we should sort of have the feel for how it is to be in poverty.
My Americor position is located at the Broadway Neighborhood Center, and I am a workforce development along with Laura Kassir.
We work for the Job Readiness Program, which was just started last year, and it was a way to work on helping people in the neighborhood get employment, work on employment skills.
We work on writing resumes, job seeking skills, career counseling if somebody doesn't know what they want to do, as well as applying for school if somebody wants to go back to school.
When I first signed on, I thought I would be in Cedar Rapids because there's a big crew of VISTAs up there working with flood recovery. So it ended up that there's a Johnson County team of flood recovery VISTAs, and I, and along with two other people, are mainly based out of the neighborhood centers of Johnson County. I work primarily at the Broadway Neighborhood Center, doing things like community development. I organize events and that sort of thing.
The 319 Music Festival started out as an idea from Sue Freeman, the director of the neighborhood centers. She came to us Americor members at the neighborhood center with an idea that we had to do something for Americor Week. We had just finished our project for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and at this event there was a gospel choir, and so she had this great idea to have a music festival because the gospel choir really inspired and got a whole bunch of people going up and dancing and moving during this Martin Luther King Jr. Day event.
One of the big reasons that we wanted to do the 319 Music Festival was to really bring in people from outside of that community into, the southeast side, since it's got kind of a bad rap in the press recently. We hear a lot of people talking about how dangerous it is over there, and oh, aren't you scared to work over there, that sort of thing. So we really wanted just to show people that, it's not a scary neighborhood. You don't have to be afraid to go over there. It's very family friendly. We have a beautiful park over there, Weatherby, where we held the festival at.
One of the ideas for the music festival was to have some of the local people have their own businesses, and we wanted to have them there to promote their business, and that's something that we hope to do in the future, to have local people be very much involved in promoting their businesses, and also to be involved in putting the festival together.
As Americor members volunteering to organize and plan this event, it was a really good learning experience. There was a group of 5 of us who were on the planning committee, so working on communication and creating subcommittees for the event was a good learning experience.
My favorite part of the 319 Music Festival was seeing the local youth performers that we had audition. We had them audition earlier, in the month, and then they performed there. And it was just really exciting to see their families come out, and they were so proud to see their kids up there on stage performing. So that was just a really exciting part of the festival, I thought. And I'm hoping that we can expand that more next year and get some more youth participation. Another awesome thing that happened was the final band, the Euphonics, actually invited 2 of the younger guys up who had rapped earlier to perform on stage with them, so that was also a highlight.
We're going all day, never stop the flow. I got the Chevy sitting high, baby, drop the low. I keep it moving when they want me, never move it. I'll be on the Chevy, different color, keep it fusing.
My favorite part of the 319 Music Festival was the same as Bethany's, when the Euphonics invited the Fanatics, which was a high school rap group, up to freestyle with them during one of their songs. This was one of my favorite parts because I was in charge of booking the bands, and one thing I really asked the bands to do was mentor the youth talent that we were going to have, and I really thought that the Uniphonics stepped up and mentored by sharing the stage.
I was working at the information table, and we had so many volunteers come in. I mean, I was overwhelmed with the number of people that really wanted to help the organization, to help be a part of this event. I mean, there was a point where we had so many volunteers, you know, we didn't even need people to do anything more, and people were just enjoying the festival. I also was a part of the kids' events, and that was probably my favorite part, was seeing all of the kids that came down and were having a great time, doing face painting, jumping rope, things like that.
Some of the community members on the southeast side who volunteered at the music festival originally started out volunteering for maybe 2-hour chunks of time, but they ended up staying the whole time. I was mostly stationed down by the stage, and the volunteers that were roadies really enjoyed meeting some of the bands that they've heard of. One volunteer was really excited about meeting Kevin B.F. Burt because he had heard so much about him. So they were really excited to, once everything got going, they were excited and stayed all the way until the last piece of equipment was off of the stage and into the van.
Well, the music festival wasn't just music. We had a lot of other activities going on. We had some kids' activities like face painting, jumping rope, blowing bubbles. We had the Hamburg Inn come out and cater. We had Corn Rock, which is a local vendor, come out and cater as well. We had a fire dancer. We had a lot of great musicians. Idris Goodwin, B.F. Burt, Dave Moore and Dave Zolo played a set together. You know, overall we had I think a pretty good turnout. I mean, it was an overcast, kind of chilly day, but for the weather we had a lot of people come out, and I think we had a really good time.
We're really hoping for next year to make it even bigger and better. You know, hopefully we'll have a nicer day. We'll get more people out, you know, people just wandering into the park maybe, and you know, people who are coming from outside of Iowa City to who are attracted by the bands. So we've got, you know, we had a lot of good feedback from a lot of the people who played, and I think we'll be able to use some of those performers again next year and hopefully build up from that base.
Of course, organizing an event like this is very time-consuming, a lot more expensive than one might think, so funds are definitely a necessary aspect of this event. So we'll be looking for volunteers and funds.
If you're interested in being a part of the music festival next year and helping us put it together, please feel free to contact the Neighborhood Center. Call or email us.
You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, just this morning.
Hello, I'm Mayor Matt Hayek, and you are watching City Channel 4. To watch full-screen video on demand, tune your TV to Interactive Channel 5, or visit www.citychannel4.com to view City Channel 4 programs online.
Community voice.
I do what city is. I do what city is. I do what city is. I do what city is.